Welcome to TacosandGeeks.com. Justin here, back with more video game reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing Wrath, Aeon of Ruin. As always, I give you a brief synopsis, and all the footage that you see here was recorded directly from a Nintendo Switch Lite, so this is a Switch review. As always, I give you a brief synopsis, so here we go. You're an Outlander, once adrift from the Ageless Sea. You now find yourself on the shores of a dying world. From the consuming darkness emerges a figure cloaked in white, the Shepherd of Wayward Souls, who burdens you with the task of hunting down the remaining guardians of the old world. You must journey into the vast gloom to explore ancient ruins, discover forgotten secrets, and battle the horrors that lurk within. And that is basically the overview of the story. As you're an Outlander and you have to save this dying world. Nothing really meaty in terms of characterization when it comes to the story, but there is things that we have to talk about in terms of gameplay. So let's get into that and talk about gameplay and graphics. And I have to say, this is a throwback to those 90s first-person shooters that we loved, especially us 90s kids, such as Wolfenstein, Doom, and of course the heavily inspired, which really heavily inspired, you can just tell by the graphics, the aesthetics, which is Quake. And this game is, like I said, it's a first person, and you have various weapons here. You have a double barrel shotgun. You have your little knife here for melee attacks that you saw previously. And you have, of course, things such as firearms departments, such as flamethrower and things of that nature. Or I should say fang launcher, not flamethrower. And of course, as you progress, there are multiple items that you can pick up that help you enhance your player and you help your character, your Outlander. And that's pretty much, it's pretty much the standard first-person shooter that you will get that was inspired by the 90s here. It doesn't really offer too much under the sun, but I will say for those who are looking for a challenge, you're definitely going to get it here, especially as the game progresses. The wave of enemies that come at you, you really got to be on your toes, making sure that you switch from weapons to weapons because there's certain weapons that are effective more better than other weapons. So you're gonna have some dying experiences here. I wouldn't call this like a rogue light or souls like type of game because you die a lot in this, but I will say that it does bring the challenge here. I did find the controls at times to be a little bit clunky, but that's mainly because I'm so used to modern day FPS, and it took me a while to get back to the old school, old format of those 90s where I really had to just kind of, as you can see me, just moving close to the corner to get my shot in and then move back out of it to get away from the strays of fire. So it does a good job. It runs well, but I really want to let you guys hear what this game actually sounds like. So we're going to talk a little bit about the sound before we give our final review. So check out the sound, and this is what the game sounds like. Look, I just died there. So check it out. Sounds pretty good. It does a really good job of keeping that tone and that aesthetics that people are known for. I will have to say the sound, like I said, is lacking voice acting. It does its job. It's serviceable. It's not something we're going to go scream like, oh my gosh, we got to go get the soundtrack. But it does its job of being serviceable and keeping with the tone. And I'm going to give my final grade for this, Wrath of Aeon of Ruin. I'm going to give this a C+. This was pretty good. It's a standard 90s inspired FPS. If you're really into that, you're gonna have fun with this. It's challenging. There's puzzles in here. There's a lot of items, secret doors, things that you can explore in here. But the graphics can sometimes I had to change up a little bit of the gameplay because the controls, I should say, because it was too sensitive. It runs well on the Switch Lite, but this is something I will probably put on my back burner down the line. So this is Justin from TacosandGeeks.com saying later days. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.